Dinner on Sunday night is pancakes and some sausages. I actually got these sausages at a local mom and pop butcher, so I'm excited to see how they turned out. And I can link the recipe for the pancakes. Little one's a little grumpy. She's having the same thing. I made her little mini pancakes. We have some tomato juice. Put a little bit of black pepper on mine. And a platter of fruit to share. Some maple syrup there to go on the pancakes. Dinner on Monday is potato soup. I kind of just made this up. I'm gonna perfect the recipe and write it up because it is definitely delicious. It's made with cashew cream, so it's dairy-free. It does have bacon in it, so it's not exactly vegetarian, but it's really delicious. There's also onions and celery in there. And then I made these, I had gotten these in the freezer section. They're ready-made. They're called parathas. They have onion flavor. And I have some cucumbers. I wanted to put kale in the soup. I forgot until it was too late, so I cut up some cucumbers so at least we have some semblance of a vegetable. There's a little one's plate. I'm going to give her a little bit of one of those once they cool down. And then I put the broth separate for her, otherwise it's just a disaster. So she can eat this with her fingers and then sip that. That's our dinner on Monday. Bye. Bye. Dinner on Tuesday is stuffed sweet potato skins. This is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I just sauteed it. I added some black beans and then added barbecue sauce and just kind of simmered it all together. And then the sweet potatoes I had fully cooked, cut them up, scoop out the inside, plunk that filling stuff in, and then I put them in the oven just to keep everything warm while I finished everything else. But everything's fully cooked, so you can just serve them like that. Or you could put cheese on top and put them in the oven, but not for our family, at least not me. And then here is some kale I sauteed with garlic and olive oil. Here is the little one's plate, so she's having the same thing. I gave her the insides of our sweet potatoes since I figured that would be easier for her to eat. Some greens and then the beans and chicken. Dinner on Wednesday is taco salad, so just a green salad with taco toppings. There's seasoned ground beef. I cooked some onion in with the beef, and there's black olives and red beans and green bell pepper. There's Fritos on top, these kind of corn chip Fritos, Catalina dressing, and then the little one is having pretty much the same thing, except for I don't give her too much lettuce because she doesn't ever eat it. Just a few chips, a little bit of dressing for her, and she also has cheese on hers. Dinner on Thursday night is Mapo Tofu. I have this recipe on my channel. It is ground pork and tofu with tobanjan. I also put some green onions, served over some rice, and then I have some steamed veggies on the side since there's no veggies in this dish. And this is the little one's plate. It's a little bit spicy, so if she doesn't want to eat this, I'll probably just give her a bunch of extra vegetables. Dinner on Friday is baked chicken. I made sort of a teriyaki braising liquid, so it's soy sauce, orange juice, ginger, and a little bit of brown sugar. Some peas, roasted potatoes. These just have olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then I made these little wraps. They have hummus and carrot strips inside, all wrapped up in lettuce wraps. And the little one already started is having the same thing. So she has a whole chicken leg, but rarely does she finish a whole chicken leg. We'll see what she gets done with. Dinner on Saturday is an epic feast. I did a practice run for deep fried turkey. So I got the deep fried turkey all masterfully carved up. Some cranberry sauce, some greens. There's collard greens and mustard greens, bacon and onions. And the stuffing has some leftover bread, and it's just basic. It has onions, celery. I put apples and walnuts, and I had run out of enough bread cubes, so I put some oyster crackers. So that's our Saturday night dinner. Oh! There's my plate all made up. Little one has all the same things, just smaller portions. Breakfast this morning is some toast with apple butter. For the little one, it's just bread because the toast a little bit too crunchy for her in the morning sometimes. So bread with apple butter. Breakfast this morning is some apple slices and some whole wheat toast. Little one has some butter on hers. Mine has no butter. It's been one of those mornings making breakfast. This is the little one's tomato juice all over the floor. And when I was pouring my tomato juice, I spilled it all over the counter. But we're having a little tomato juice this morning. I'm also making some oatmeal with raisins, and I'll show you that when it comes out of the microwave. Okay, so here's the oatmeal all finished. I just put in 1 chopped up apple, then put some almond milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Breakfast this morning is some leftover sweet potatoes I had from dinner last night. I fried them up with some eggs, kind of like a hash, I guess, and then put some fried eggs over the top. Little one's having the same thing. I flipped her egg so that the yolk, was fully cooked, just so that it wasn't so messy for her to eat. Here's a plastic cockroach on the table, don't mind that. And then she really wants this green banana. I'm trying to talk her out of it till they get a little riper, but we'll see if she eats a green banana with breakfast as well. Breakfast this morning is Cheerios with milk, pretty simple. Also having a little bit of orange with our breakfast this morning. Breakfast this morning is some scrambled eggs, fried potatoes, some mustard. Having the same thing. Breakfast, I made some scrambled eggs with onion and green pepper, some homemade bread toasted with some earth balance. Little one's having the same thing. Somehow some cheese magically got on her plate. And we also have a plate of fruit that we're going to share between the 3 of us. Today's lunch is leftovers from last night, so sloppy joes on some bread with some corn. Little one's having the same thing. And then I made some beet, carrot, apple juice, and just a little bit for her, just in case it spills. Just give her a little bit at a time. Lunch today is leftovers from last night, so I have some pancakes and sausage and bananas, so breakfast for dinner for lunch. Here is lunch for today, leftover potato soup from last night's dinner. So here's the little one's plate. I also put some cucumber slices, and then these are green bean pickles. They're dilly beans that my brother made, so they're pickled in vinegar with a little bit of dill, garlic, and red pepper flakes. So a little bit spicy, but she likes them. Today's lunch is leftover taco salad from last night's dinner. That's what the little one's having, some here, and also some fruit. Here's our lunch today, leftovers from last night. So we had sweet potato skins with black beans and chicken barbecue potato skin thingies with some kale. So this is the leftovers. There wasn't that much black bean chicken mixture, so I'm actually cooking beans today. So she just has some extra red beans there. And she also asked for milk, so she doesn't usually drink milk, like cow's milk from a cup, but she asked for it, so she's getting it, and then I'm having the same thing. Here's our lunch for today. I'm having leftovers from last night, which is Mapo Tofu, rice, and a few veggies. It ended up being a little too spicy for the little one, so for lunch today I am feeding her a plate of random things. So some raw veggies, this is some hummus I just made up, oyster crackers, and then some frozen peas. Today's lunch is leftovers from last night, so chicken, roast potatoes, peas. I added some sauerkraut to my plate, some hummus and veggies. Little one is having the same thing, just kind of a clean out the fridge kind of meal. Little hands have helped themselves to a slice of whole wheat bread, so I guess this is her morning snack. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yum. Yeah. Getting ready to go for a walk, so we're taking a snack with us. 1 carrot for me, 1 carrot for my little buddy. You ready to go? Okay, let's go. Today's snack is a banana. Afternoon snack, some crackers with some cheese. Well, mid-morning snack this morning, some walnuts and raisins, and we're each having this, so we're splitting this between the 2 of us.
Bye.
Bye. This was our snack today. We had a play date with some other children, so just some fruit. The afternoon snack for the little one is some homemade bread with some apple butter and some sauerkraut.